Next game we come up against a Spurs team that are in form right now. And to say anything less than a win at Spurs would be a calamity for us because we'll be just free falling down the table and we need to get these wins. I know that Spurs are in form and going away to Spurs is always a very difficult game for us, but in the past few years we've managed to pick up a few wins here and there when we go away to them. This is going to be a game that's going to be won in the middle of the field because this season under Postecoglou, Spurs are really good in the middle of the park with Bissouma, Sarr, and then Maddison as their cam. And I think that if we can win this midfield battle against Spurs, then we have a chance to come away with the 3 points. I'm saying that we should be aiming for 3 points because Spurs are not unbeatable. They are not one of those teams that are going to sit back and wait for a counter-attack. They're going to be at home. They're going to want to take the game to us, especially since we lost that game to Brentford. They're going to be thinking that, oh, we are here for the taking. But if we play our cards right against Spurs, then we might have a chance at giving them a good sucker punch and coming away with all 3 points. Now, in order to do this, we need to pack the midfield. So I think that we should go with a 4-3-3 formation, something that's been working for us this season. And you can see that every time we switch back to a 4-2-3-1, our players don't look in place. They look out of place somewhat, and then as soon as we go back to a 4-3-3, we can see how it flows. Now let's get into it. For the 4-3-3, I've gone with Sanchez in goal. We all know we don't know what Petrovic has to offer, so we're gonna have to stick with Sanchez for now. Right back, Reece James should be fit enough to start this game, as we saw him midweek against Blackburn. So we want to see Reece James starting at right back. For the centre back pairing, want to see Thiago Silva at right centre back and Levi Colwill at left centre back. I know Badiashile and Disasi played midweek and they had a pretty solid game, but I think our number 2 centre backs is going to be Colwill and Thiago Silva. I do not want to see Colwill as left back or Disasi as right back again, because every time we see that, it's been disastrous so far and it limits our capabilities. Now, a left back, the man in form, we've gone for Cucurella, and we need Cucurella to have a solid game against Spurs as he's been having, because we want to make sure that those crosses don't come in, because they play from the midfield or wide. They stretch the game to their wingers and then they focus on putting the ball inside. So we want to see, just as though he did against Saka against Arsenal, I want him to see that against Kulusevski or whoever Spurs start on the right hand side. Now for our midfield 3, we've gone for Caicedo as the 6, Gallagher on the right, and Enzo Fernandez on the left. These 3 have started to form the partnership, and I want to see this continue against Spurs. And that's a lot of energy in that midfield. That midfield 3, we're going to need that against Spurs. So we crowd the midfield and hopefully we can hit them on the transition. I'm hoping that we're not going to be playing sitting back counter attacking, but I want to see that medium high line defense where we look to hit Spurs on the transition. Now on the right wing, I've gone for Raheem Sterling. I know that he played on the left wing, he got a goal against Blackburn, but I do think that Raheem Sterling's best game for us is when he's on the right and he can run at his opponents and cut back those crosses for someone to knock it into the net. We've seen a couple of times when he's run at his opponents, he was able to win some penalties, and that's been good for us. So I want to see him continue down that right hand side. Now on the left wing, I've gone for Modric. Modric has been out for the past 3 games, so hopefully he's fit and fresh and ready to go, because if we're planning on playing against Spurs on the transition, we're going to need all the pace we can get. So I've gone for Modric, and he's been in form lately, so hopefully he can bag a goal or get an assist or 2. Now for striker, I've decided to go with Cole Palmer as a false 9. Reason being is that we've seen Jackson as of late, and Jackson have been out of sort. He seems like he does not like to play a number 9, and he's not a box striker. He drops deep. Yes, I've criticized him for doing that, but the difference when he's dropping deep and when Cole Palmer is dropping deep is that Cole Palmer can drop deep. He can pick out an incisive pass. Jackson cannot do that. A lot of times you see Jackson drop deep, he turns his man and then he runs into trouble. Cole Palmer is looking to link up play, and he also have the awareness to get into the box, and that's something Jackson likes. And another reason for playing a false 9 is that we want to crowd that midfield so we can win those balls in the middle and hit Spurs on the transition. So hopefully this lineup that I just put out can get us a result against Spurs, and we desperately need a result, because that last game in the Premier League against Brentford was just disastrous, and we need to bounce back. I know we won against Blackburn in the cup in midweek, but that is the cup. We're back in the Premier League now, and we are trying to fight for a Champions League space, so we cannot afford to be going away to Spurs and settling for a draw. We need to win these types of big games, and we need to win a big game. It's long overdue, and if we can win against an informed Spurs, this will go a long way into building the confidence of all these young players. Now I think that we can get a result, so hopefully Pochettino comes with the right game plan. He puts out the right lineup, and we play to the best of our abilities. Now for our score prediction, if we play the way we played against Arsenal and we take the lead, I can see us coming away with a 3-1 victory away to Spurs, just because if we take the lead, we're going to be hitting them on the transition always, and they're very weak when it comes down to that. So hopefully we can come away with a win against Spurs if we play to the game plan and to the best of our abilities. But I'll leave it right there. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're not, and we'll see you again. Peace.